I'm Ulrich Stark. I'm from Wezwa.
What is Wezwa?
Wezwa is a social platform that allows producers and content owners to receive revenue.
And how does it do that?
So we get shows to sign up on Wezwa for free. They use Wezwa to give updates from either their characters, presenters or participants. The users then follow those shows online, talk to friends about what's going on in those shows, and at the end of the line, Wezwa shares revenue back to the producer and content owner.
So what programs have you currently got on Wezwa?
We have 3 live programs. That's Generations, the biggest soapy in Africa, Muvhango, the biggest TV show on SABC2, and Binnenland is one of the biggest Mnet shows. But speaking to all 3 broadcasters, starting with the biggest shows in each broadcaster.
And what's the kind of content that each of those broadcasters is putting on the Wezwa platform?
So Wezwa enables any type of show to come on board. We started with drama because it's actually quite the most difficult one to start with. So for example, with Generations, it's an extension of the story. So during the day, the characters speak to each other from the story world, which is very forward thinking. It hasn't really been done before. But then going forward, we're getting all different types of shows on reality shows. If it's a sports show, then the presenters give updates on their Wezwa enabled site.
And how many users have you got?
We've got just under 200,000 registered users and over about 130,000 monthly unique users. That's just from the 3 shows that have come on board so far, so we're excited about the growth.
So what levels of social engagement are you getting? How often are they using the platform?
So one of the greatest stats that we're seeing is that 65% of our users are returning users. And that's with minimal marketing through Generations themselves and Muvhango themselves. That shows us that people keep coming back because there's content and because their friends are on that platform. So if that can continue and more shows come on board, we think the sky's the limit.
And what advertising have you attracted so far?
We've done one case study with ShopRite a few months ago, and we were excited about the results. Yielded a 2.2% click-through rate, which is, as you know, 10 times higher than any banner ad would give you. The reason behind that is that we use a native advertising model, similar to Facebook and Twitter, where the ads are in the feed. Gives higher click-through rates because it's not as obtrusive and interrupting to the user. So using those stats from ShopRite, we're talking to big advertisers now like Pep and so on.
And what's the long-term ambition for the site?
The long-term ambition is to work with, as we are already, the 3 big broadcasters in South Africa and get multiple shows from them. And once we've hit that kind of traction, then to expand into Kenya and Nigeria, as well as Angola with big soapies. We feel that it's the right time to be entering this market now, as African content is growing and the quality of African production companies are growing, where they can go, look, let's make great stuff on air, but how are we doing it, engaging our audience online, and what's in it for us? So we're very excited about the space we're playing in.
And it's a whole new area of content, isn't it? It's a kind of the online story, as it were.
Yes, so for dramas it's the online story. For magazine shows, it's the presenters and guests on there. So we're saying Facebook and Twitter is great for marketing. Use that because they're massive platforms. But if you want to grow an audience, as a producer, if you want to grow your online audience and do it sustainably, where down the road you reaping the benefits from it, because after all it is your content, then use Wezwa.